Welcome to Lighten Up, the art of living clutter-free, the podcast where we tackle the literal and figurative clutter standing between you and your healthiest and happiest life. I'm Melanie, your host, coach, and guide on this journey to help you design a life that you love. Whether it's clearing out your kitchen cabinets, untangling your digital files, or letting go of the mental blocks that hold you back, we're here to make space for what truly matters. Let's lighten up together, starting now. Hello, friends. Welcome back to Lighten Up, the art of living clutter-free. I'm your host, Melanie Cohen. I help women get healthy by clearing the physical and mental clutter in their lives so they can focus on what actually matters. And this episode is personal. This conversation was born from a workshop I recently gave to my Women in Business group. And the theme was women in the middle. And the moment I said those words, women in the middle, you could feel the wave of recognition in the room. You could almost hear the inner dialogue. Yep, that's me. So I thought, let's talk about it here too, because I know so many of you listening are living smack in the middle of something right now. So first, let's just get out of the way what being in the middle really means. I want to unpack this because for some of us, it's the literal sandwich generation. We're managing doctor's appointments and Medicare questions for our parents while driving our kids to practice, navigating college applications, or helping them move back home again. So for others, it's the middle of life, not quite young, not quite old. You might be hitting menopause, like me, wondering where your waistline went, forgetting what you walked into the kitchen for, and questioning whether the career you built still fits who you are right now. Then there are the emotional middles, the middle of a wellness journey that started strong but now feels kind of sluggish, the middle of healing from grief, burnout, betrayal, or maybe a toxic job you finally walked away from. You could be in the middle of redefining yourself after years of being the caregiver, the employee, the partner, the glue. The middle is where your identity starts shifting. It's where the old rules don't work anymore, and it's where clarity hasn't quite arrived. And because of that, it can feel like nothing is happening. But the truth, the middle is where everything is happening. So let's talk about why the middle can feel so heavy, because I want to validate something here. If you feel exhausted, overwhelmed, unseen, or like you're failing at something every day, you are not broken. You are just in the middle. The middle is emotionally heavy because there's no script for it. There's no gold star for surviving it. And the systems we're a part of, the family, the workplace, society, aren't always designed to support women at this stage in life. And you're likely making 1,000 tiny decisions a day for other people while slowly losing the ability to make decisions for yourself. And this is what I call mental clutter. It's not just distraction. It's carrying so many open loops in your brain. The laundry, the dentist appointments, aging parents, prescriptions, friendship guilt, groceries, your own damn self, that you start to lose clarity on what's yours and what's everyone else's. You might also feel it in your body, that tightness in your shoulders, that restless sleep, that constant fatigue. It's not laziness or weakness. It's your nervous system saying, I am carrying too much. Let's also address the fact that the middle isn't bright and shiny. It's not the motivating beginning. It is not the celebration of the end. It's where the clutter is. So when people think of clutter, they often think of stuff. Piles of paper, the messy closets, clothes that don't fit. And this may all be true to you. And that's a part of it. But physical clutter is often a symptom of something deeper. When I work with women in my Design Your Healthy Life strategy program, we spend a lot of time talking about the invisible clutter, the stories you have internalized. I should be able to handle this on my own, I've learned. The beliefs that keep you stuck. If I slow down, everything will fall apart. The pressure to hold it all together. No one else is stepping up, so I can't stop. The emotional load is heavy and no one sees it when they walk into your house, but it shows up in how you eat, how you sleep, how you speak to yourself in the mirror. And the truth is, we don't declutter our lives by color coding a closet. We do it by telling the truth and asking, what is no longer mine to carry? So here are some truths for women in the middle. Let me offer a few of them, ones that I have learned myself, not just from coaching thousands of women, but from living it myself. You are allowed to rest without earning it. You do not need to hit rock bottom to deserve a break. You are allowed to say, need support, simply because you are human. You can rewrite your story at any point. Just because you've always been the responsible one doesn't mean you have to keep doing everything for everyone else. Clutter is not a character flaw, whether it's in your home, your mind, or your body. It is not a sign that you're lazy or undisciplined. It is a sign that something needs attention. Progress doesn't have to be big to count. One drawer, one wall, one honest no, that's enough. You are not alone. And if you've been waiting for someone to tell you, I see you, I am telling you now, I see you. So what helps when you're stuck in the middle? Start small, always. Declutter one thing, not your whole kitchen, just that drawer you avoid. Let that be your win. And if that win sounds overwhelming, then a portion of that drawer, an item from that drawer can be enough. Now, I also want you to say no to one thing, one invitation, one responsibility that drains you, one should that just no longer applies to you. Name what you need, even if it feels selfish, especially if it feels selfish. It probably means you really, really need it. I've said it before, and I will say it again. You don't need a 5-year plan. You need a 5-minute win. The middle isn't something to rush through. It's something to move through with intention, with curiosity, and most importantly, with grace for yourself. So if you're in the middle and you're ready to stop white knuckling it alone, there are spaces for you, not because you're failing, but because support is allowed. It's healthy. It's how we move forward with less weight on our shoulders. I guide women through this every day in my group program, through one-on-one coaching, and more recently in the corporate wellness space, where I am ready to come and teach your team how to lighten their minds and their workspaces. But even if we never work together, I hope that this episode gave you something to hold on to, that your mess is not a mistake, that your middle is not a weakness, and that clarity, real, beautiful, bone deep clarity, can still come from here. Thank you for joining me today. If this resonated with you, please share it with someone else who is in the middle of something hard. Send it to your sister, your coworker, your friend, your neighbor, who always shows up for everyone except herself. And take a breath. Let go of something, even if it's just the idea that you're supposed to have it all figured out. You're in the middle and you're doing just fine. Thank you for tuning into this episode of Lighten Up, the Art of Living Clutter-Free. I hope you found a spark of inspiration to help declutter not just your space, but your mind and life as well. If you enjoyed this episode, please be sure to subscribe, leave a review, and share it with someone who could use a little lightness in their life. Remember, it's not about being perfect, it's about progress. Small steps lead to big changes, and I'm here to help you every step of the way. For more tips, resources, and ways to connect, check out my website, follow me on social media, and don't forget to check out the Design Your Healthy Life Strategy program to take your transformation even further. Until next time, keep letting go of what no longer serves you and making room for what truly lights you up.